Hello, everyone. Good evening. Wow, we are here. Thank you for joining us tonight for our third annual Women of Royal Stage Press event. Wait a minute, I made like a cute little background. It disappeared, but we're going to bring it back up because, this is why we work hard. And if you all can do me a favor and please mute yourselves, please mute yourselves. We have a certain list tonight, and we want you all to mute yourselves. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. All right. So this is our third annual of Women of World Stage Press event. I am your host, Kamari Carter Hawkins. I am the author of Death by Comb, which was published in May of 2016. And I'm so excited to be here with you all. We have a stellar lineup. OMG, the lineup is it's just like gonna blow you away. I'm not gonna give too much away, but it's gonna blow you away. So just a little fun fact of Women's History Month. It was started in March of 1987. 1987 was a great year. I'm pretty sure you can like hint the biasness of 1987, but that is when it started. And I'm so excited to see you all tonight. So a little notice that we have some prizes tonight. We're going to be giving away some World Stage Press merchandise. We have some hats, some shirts, a few other little things. So merch. If you're ready for some merch, uh, do like a little reaction heart or something. We're going to start off with our first question of the night. And how it's going to go is basically the first person I see type the correct answer in the chat gets the prize. That's pretty much how it goes. And then when you get the prize, when you're the winner, what's going to happen is you're going to email me like all your information. That way we can have it. And I'll put my email in the chat. Kamari@communitylit.org is how we're going to do this. So get your fingers ready. Get them. Are they near the keypad? Are they there? Because this is going to happen fast. First question of the night, and the prize is a Royal Stage Press hat. It's a denim hat. I don't have it on me right now because I don't. Hey, that's neither here nor there. So the first question of the night is, all right, I got some co-hosts, so help me out. Who types the correct answer first? What song? I should maybe read it fast. I feel like if I read it slow, then you're like, I'll just type it in there. I'm gonna read it really fast. What song did Billie Holiday sing that had the government haunting her and trying to get her to stop singing it? What song was it? Go.
Lindsay was first, I think.
Wait, who was first?
I think it was Lindsay.
I saw Rolanda. Was it Rolanda?
Rolanda first? Maybe.
Rolanda?
Ooh,
I do.
you might have been faster than my eyeballs, Rolanda.
Wow,
My eyeballs are slow.
yes. Well, you know what? Shout out to everyone that got it correctly. However, there is one winner for this prize, and it is Rolanda Simmons.
Woo!
Hey.
Please email me. Oh, well, actually, email me your address. That's what you email. Email me your address. Thank you so much for participating. So without further ado, we're going to ask you all to mute yourselves. If, please stay muted. If not, we don't want to have to boot you in the waiting room, but we will. So we're going to get this started, and we're going to do this in round robin style. Who is not muted? Because let me see. Co-host, help me out. Okay, so this is how the lineup is going to go. I'm going to read the order of tonight, and then you will hear them share their poetry. So we have October Blue, V. Kali, Poet Astrid, Nadia Hunter Bay, Irene Allen, Heather Parker, Carolina Rivera Escamilla, Mo Paquette, Alyssa Matuchniak, Kookie, Nikki Billingsley, Ashe Matthew, Queen X, Sabrina Adiba, Raikiel, Rhea Turner, Stephanie, VU, Sekou, Ya Asante Waferji, Jessica Yellow Woman, Galleon, and Milena Williams. So that is how we're going to go. It's round robin style, one poem, and then they're going to the next two poems. You'll get to hear two rounds, and there's going to be more questions, more prizes. So don't you worry. Stay tuned. So coming to the stage, we're getting our round robin started, is October Blue.
What the farmer knows. Placing care into the hands of others can lead to withering bloom, dried roots, depleted soil, because this work ain't easy. The harvest depends on the settle, on the till, on the sunburned backs and blistered hands. This work ain't easy. Depends on the balance between give and take, depends on the knowing and the newness of knowledge and understanding there is a difference between the two, between the two. This work ain't easy. When placing care into the hands of others, prepare them, because the real work, a farmer knows, always happens under the soil. Thank you.
Next up is V. Kali. V. Kali, author of Him. Take it away, V.
This is not a poem, but it's poetic. How Jean-V said my name. They said she hadn't spoken all day. When I came, her respirations deep and intermittent, deep, intermittent. I spoke into her silence, how I and my granddaughters love her. I expressed our gratitude. The prayers and my meditation continued. The lights flickered in the living room, and she smiled. No, smirked. The use of powers newly acquired between this world and the next. I sat with her again before I left. She opened her eyes. She said, she opened her eyes. She saw me and said, V, 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 with power in her speech. Then returned to closed eyes. Next day, when the storm came, she left on the winds, thunder, and rain, and the piano chords being played. Jean-V, Jean-V, Jean-V.
Today I choose myself. I will be a healed woman who smiles in the mirror as a reminder. My hips will dance to a rhythm of hope. Trust my body is safe. Believe it is beautiful, like a dove released from its cage. I will climb out of bed on the mornings I am crumbling. Thank myself for a new day. Celebrate the 3 steps forward after 2 steps back, because there is always 1 step still worth appreciating. There is a magenta sunset waiting, and this is a sign to see it. Progress is laughter after an insult, a deep breath before a meltdown, the fight during a flight response. I'm a shooting star, fluorescent in the sky, and when I crash, I will land on Venus, rising beyond Aphrodite dreams, the indigo child rebirthed from the sea. Flying on the back of a swan's wings, I will close my eyes, feel my hair blowing in the wind, cry rivers to cleanse my spirit. The rose within me will rise from ashes to ashes, dust to dust through the soil in my skin for earth to see. The oracle in my sun, the gaze in my moon. From this day forward, I promise to have and hold myself whole. Thank you.
Serpent of desire, misnomered snake, for being impaled by defilement. Seafaring ego commands retribution from feigned grievance. Fidelity, her only crime. Those who desire worship discarded her as unacceptable sacrifice. Highest regard cast aside by grudges older than time. Everyone watched them disembowel her reputation, slither her into the outskirts of the banished. So freshly daggered when dingy legend is rehashed for new generations. Blood of fools became delicacy to one trampled into isolation. Disregard for truth drove mad men to their well-deserving graves. Youth trained to fear, hate, and hunt her, a perpetual victim. Decapitation brought no solace. Still a pawn in games you need rank to know the rules. Gods do not apologize. Servants will be demonized to save face. Cursed with eyes of stone by one with no true honor in sight. Hiss and moan. Scales will always ache. Priestess skin burned in time's remembrance. Monster with a hall pass, praised by black sheep. Veneration soon come from those deemed as weak, forced to do lust's bidding. Not once did professed righteous seek truth. Slain dignity poured onto temple stairs. It was easier to castrate facts than to care. May this poem free her from her mistaken identity and history's abuse. Who was Medusa before her beauty became her curse?
Next up, we have Irene Allen, author of Holla If You Feel Me.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm actually not going to read from my book, but I am going to read something else that I think is tasteful. It's called The Marriage. We've forgotten how to see one another, forgotten each other's eyes, told stories of love and adoration. An iris flutter with unknowing anticipation for unknown moments of visual excitement. We've forgotten how to touch one another without touching, and the absence of that kidnap the desire to touch, even the most delicate selections of the surface of flesh, and so hardened becomes the innards. We've forgotten how to kiss outside of actually using our lips, but even just the thought of such an intimate morsel doesn't lead one towards a quiver. We've forgotten how to listen without speaking and forgotten how to speak without listening to ourselves, yet gravitate towards hearing ourselves and remembering nothing either has said yet. Bathe in the constant I hear you section of that listening that doesn't remain. And how can we remain if we can't even get this right? And so we've forgotten how to remember, and we've forgotten how to get right, and we've forgotten how to pay attention to the very things that are latching on to letting go. And one day we may forget to grab hold, and one day we may forget to remember why the fuck we even came together and why it was the other person's responsibility to remember. After all, we were too busy forgetting everything we said, we heard without even listening when it was said, and now it's all gone. Peace.
Hi. It's okay. I can just go. Go. My name is Heather. I am the author of Loving a Lioness, Poetry and Life, Love and Eros. This poem is not from my book. So here it goes. Love. Love just is. Like a river running its course, the river decides, the river molds, the river flows, while the banks give way, relentlessly holding space, keeping boundaries, loving, letting go, releasing parts of itself to the river's flow. Just let go. The end feels like the beginning, familiar, rushing with the river as it flowed from here to there. And that's that piece.
Okay. Hello. Did you hear me? Hey, happy Women's Month. And my name is Carolina Rivera Escamilla. And I'm going to read you something that I wrote last year during confinement. It's called Confinement Comes with Memories. Confinement comes with memories. In the bedroom, I seclude myself for hours. A white blanket mummifies my body. My eyes follow plaster traces on the creamy ceiling. I wish for wings to go see my son, my father, all my family fragmented by civil war, post-war, by gangs taking over El Salvador, and now this. Confinement doesn't faze me. I have gone through curfews, exile, believe me. Curfews and exile prepare for confinement. What scares me is this arrogant despot protecting money over life, misleading this country like so many others, killing people for profit. Memories come like pulses of light. Fireflies in these days of lockdown. I see mother gathering children to save from the military hands. I see father stealing a piece of sky as roof to hide children who are immigrating, running from the bullets. Caged children in detention centers pop in. Thought buzz the air in this anxious sleeping space. The weight of a leaf falls. Butterflies circulate near wind chimes. A cloud passes by. Hummingbirds are stationed on a wire. I hear the faucet running water, or is it the garden hose? Francis is washing aging agile hands for the 10th time in an hour. Hands fluttered underwater. Will they grow waterfalls? Instead of dissolving the global enemy under his nails. Confinement comes with memories. Thank you.
Thank you. Can everyone hear me? Great. So excited to be here tonight. I am Mo Paquette, and I am the author of Born to Waltz. I was a girl a woman ago. I'm not reading a poem from that book tonight. I have something new. It's untitled. It's new-ish. I've been working on it for a while, I guess, but here we go. Love, like a tree, does not grow faster with prayer. We must nurture the soil with care. Our roots will grow, unseen, but we know. We know through every storm what holds us down. See, I was no stranger to his depression, his strength, his resilience, or his fight. I've witnessed his battles. He is a fighter, which I love and can't stand. He does not waver in his convictions about anything for no one, not even his wife. I do learn from him daily because he experiences a world I will never fully know. It differs from my own. It's not all black and white, but for as long as this world fears the brilliance of color, we exist confronting the grays of ourselves. Overcome that which is not changing in the time frame we want. We part the clouds of injustice, reveal the shadows of a society complacent and complicit, ally turned accomplice, because this fight is longer than any one timeline. Likes and views distract us from the truth. Our history is inscribed in each other like a tree, the rings of our years known to the sun when life cuts us down. He sings a song. The force behind all life is living, turns its back on me again. I hear him speak to a God he doesn't believe in. I hear him ask how those who claim God can also hate him for nothing more than the color of his skin. America is depression and anxiety hid in bottles of his favorite brown liquid. I find him and them in places he never imagined I'd be, except the truth has a way of finding me. I've worn my thoughts as obnoxiously as he hid his hurt. His tongue too numb to even respond, and I seem to say nothing despite my constant talking. How white of me. A shortness of breath left me gasping for a common language, and here we are under the clouds with a glimmer of light reflecting on the edge of a crashing wave. We are beautiful and fierce. We wash away the old, carrying in the new. We are filled with the current of life. We ride, we glisten in the sun. We roar against the rigid shore. We love in the way the rocks love the ocean. We give way to new shapes, but our strength remains even as the surface begins to change. Our truth, like palms of trees swaying in the salted air. We may fall, we may withstand, All I know, right now, we are here. Woo. Thank you.
Hi, I would like to dedicate this piece to all the mothers in the room. Motherhood this year in the pandemic has been harder than ever, and we need to, as a community, do much better to uplift our moms, to take care of our moms, support our moms. So whether you've had children in the past, whether you're pregnant right now, this is for you. Unborn smell, and it begins with an epigraph from BuzzFeed. According to a study appearing in Hormones and Behavior, ovulating women were much more sensitive to the scent they were given to smell, particularly to the scent of musk and male pheromones androsterone and androstenone. In the red moon of my body, the egg of me hungers for sugar, dark and soft like loam, flakes of salt from the grit of a storm's eye, a perfume made from the crunched press of 100,000 rose blossoms pinked into oil. Some days it calls for the musky tang of mackerel, the pungency of ginger, the bittersweet bite of star anise pods brewed in a boiling pot. Other days, this unbudding in my belly howls at what my mouth loves best, English toffee, sticky and hazelnut crunch on my teeth, black coffee steaming with notes of dried fig and tobacco, rubying spill of pomegranate juice on my chin, the taste of my new love on my tongue. All this sometimes turns my stomach sour, makes the soft middle of me stone, and perhaps this is the strange and wondrous miracle, how a life not yet fully made in me so clearly aches for a world and a heart it can already smell. Thank you.
It says unmute myself. The beauty in their presence can't be denied. They stand majestic and proud. Mahogany, thorn, marula, tamboti. My skin, the color of bark, connects me to the trees I was ripped, snatched, snipped from. Branches treated like twigs, transported to foreign soil, not expected to live, used for sport. If it dies, we'll just import more. We didn't die. We survived. Roots so deep, we made earth our own. Infused into it our rhythm, our drumbeat, our songs and dance. No mind of the oceans between us, we still see each other. Reach out for that familiar touch. No matter how much they try to hybrid us, splice us into another branch, transform our presentation, change our formation, we will always return to the tree from which we sprung. Mahogany, thorn, marula, tamboti. The beauty in their presence can't be denied. Thank you.
Greetings. Sisters, love and embrace yourself. Be the light you walk in. It needs to shine through to be manifest in the things you say and do. Purify your mind, body, and soul. Let love and righteousness control. Bathe in a river of love and peace. Scrub the indoctrination of self-hate and lies from your head. Sister, if you have it, snatch that decaying mane of synthetic hair from your scalp. Set free centuries of wisdom locked in the oils of your soft coif. Cleanse your orifices of the lies, the gossip, the envy, and all of those distractions that keep us from handling real business. Reunite body and soul. Be your own goddess and don't let non-believers worship at the altar between your legs. Rub the aching from your feet, but don't forget the miles you've traveled, sister. You've got to remember, or else we'll all forget. And you can anoint scented oils of love, wisdom, and patience all over until the light within you glows without. Other sisters, they'll see. Maybe Revlon, Maybelline, and CoverGirl will market bath salts that will wash in peace, that will make women want to teach and heal themselves, their families, their men, their babies. Who will love their mothers for having the courage to step from behind the makeup masks and the designer costumes to be real? To be the spiritual warriors this world needs now. Sister, get it together, or let us get together. Be the light you walk in. It needs to shine through. It needs to be manifest in all of the things that you say and do. Thank you.
Southern lips thick, in love with chocolate kisses and strawberry licks. Where is my man? Chills from his absence sweep my nation from the north, from the well of my mouth drunk with his absence, to the peak of my heels hardened by his memory, through the plains and between canyons, all home to his empery. Mystic caves be in need of his royal ingress. Exemplary sensory alchemy is in process. Where is he? Southern lips, hot, no fidget of mine may quell the heat that I got. Where is my man? Devotion to his crown awaits, as I envision kingly submission, praises dancing on his tongue to my love, weakening my limbs' embrace. Yoni be Jordan, lingam be jade, fire lily osculations. Lock me into a bed of anemones in pure anticipation. He succumbs to Bavardia-like ardor, chivalrous daffodils left behind in exchange for snapdragon instigations fill up my chaste mind. Where is he? Where is my man?
Peace and blessings. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
I'd like to share a poem. This is a very special month for me as a woman, and a woman that has been on the front lines for, it seems like, hundreds of years, even though I'm not even near that age. And the title of this poem is Grandmother's Voices. Grandmothers with voices pave new roads, so Black history could unfold. Harsh paths cleared through painful tears. Spiritual growth erased all fear. Grandmothers with voices sang freedom songs. Resistance would right tragic wrongs. Screams raised above deadly whips. Raw courage emerged from angry lips. Infinite ancestors bore each side, no longer victims of severed lives. Sojourner truth, plus countless more, removed hardened locks from bolted doors. Grandmothers with voices will always be heard through the legacy of blues or spoken word. Power to the people is what this never let doubt stand in your way. Ashe.
Ooh, child. Peace, y'all. This is untitled, and it's not in my book. Wild woman being, life force, energy giving, shape shifting goddess, black hole light bringer, creator of self and all, transforms life to death, infinite, unmatched, wisdom, abundant, breath and death the same, intricately made from all parts of universe, sun, moon, stars, and all. Words do no justice. She, Alpha and Omega, do not confine her. Balance being, she be the light and the darkness, sunrise and sunset, wave and recession, ebbs and flows, highs and lows. She, actor and witness, plot twist, business. She makes money from nothing in 501c3s. She is her whose name is woman, Vrao, Alniso, Kin, Fim, Inwanyi, she, Yoja, Mujer, Awewe, Umnake, Obrin, Nanin, gracefully powered, respect and honor always, gratitude to be. Peace.
There we go. Sorry. Don't laugh at me. And so this is grief. Sitting in an airless car with tears flowing down cheeks and onto my pregnant belly as I commemorate my mother's existence. 1 month since she transitioned out of her body, she is not gone, but she is gone. It is not goodbye, yet it is goodbye in many ways. This is the dichotomy of the spiritual and physical realm, constantly dancing with one another, like birds in the sky, fighting or mating, who knows. All I know is I miss my mother dearly. A photo of her smiling shatters my heart and legs. I forget how to walk and how to breathe, but I must keep breathing for my daughter growing in my womb. I must go on. Mom never gave up on living. Even as she was transitioning, she was not dying, merely taking on a new form of existence. And so I bless her with life. And so I bless her life with my holy tears. I keep living to honor her. Everyone's day will come. It is a promise we have in life. Whether we reject it or embrace it, it will come. So I try not to drag my feet too much because I know we'll meet face to face again. Until then, I must live fully into my calling, to love deeply and to embrace the friction and flow of life. Even still, this is not the poem I wanted to write at 32. This is not the poem I wanted to live at 32, to cry and weep and to hyperventilate at 32. Much of grief needs to be processed alone, with the waves of tears rolling over your lungs. Sometimes it helps to lean on your husband, dog, wife, friend, but most of the time it's a forest you must walk through with God in hand. Loss existed before words could form shapes inside hungry mouths, before God and gravity, before silky dark oceans, before stardust littered time across the sky. Loss is the afterwards, the postscript, the etched words in stone that spell things will never be the same again.
Flower. Verb circa 1200. Be vigorous, prosper, thrive. Too Jill for these Jack rookies. Too ain't I a woman in a world full of men that is too feminine. Too delicate in a world too brawn like rose bloom in concrete, bent and disturbed, yet still alive by subtle gift for cracks that split open to reveal the light. Too flower to die, still able to reach the sun.
No bullet has my name. A response to Audre Lorde's poetry is not a luxury, and this is for Sandra Bland. Don't you see me breathing? How you think I got like this? Joy resting on my tongue, anguish pulsating on my lips. I make love with the machete on my back. I ain't ever been afraid to fall over, stand on water, balance a tree on my nose, harness the ocean on my hips. Woman be an overflow, pouring in and out, spilling over and onto oppressors' hands. They want me quiet. Hush me in my eyes. All this death I done seen keeps my teeth closed, my smile wide, my eyes void. I know the truth. It is dark, blindfolded, unaware of its danger, its safety. How many people do you trust? Say they know how you feel. When was the last time you wrote a poem? Set a demon on fire, made God scared. Ain't you ever been a woman, of a woman, from a woman? Don't you love your mama? Can't you taste her greens right now? Remember that song she would sing to put you to sleep? Do you ever see a woman sleep? I ain't ever seen a woman rest her eyes all that tired and awake in her hips. She know the moon like her left hand. I know why women bathe in the sun, why they skin look like gold, how the water never runs dry, why the ground never seems to mind. I know the reasons, aware of my heat, my wet, firmly planted on sunbeams, ruler of the soil, I too am liquid gold. Barefoot healer, mother alchemist, woman of rivers, daughters of remember, I see you, smiling, nerve, void, joy, and uncared for. I've been dreaming, the bees and the water, the buzz and the flood, how I swam through bourbon and blood just to get to my kids. I heard you say dreaming ain't no luxury, freedom just a poem that ain't been heard by the right one that could make it all come true. These poems ain't gonna write themselves. These warriors ain't ever hashtagged themselves. These police ain't ever policed themselves. Ain't got a poem in their body, act like they ain't ever been in their mama's body. I bet they wanna stop my breathing. Bet I make them uncomfortable. Bet I don't give a damn. Bet they ain't go cage me, enslave me. That I set all this shit on fire. Remind them how mama can still burn down a kitchen, still drown a demon, raise the dead, rebuild a new land, redirect the sun. Remind them that God don't ever forget. Thank you.
Woo.
Mother's love. Mama, I never seen you cry, except for Sundays. God is not moved by tears. Your midweek motto when I disobey your commandments, to not hit my little brother, talk when you were talking, leave chores for later when they're always now. I stare at your ruddy lips, dry from the long lecture of love, love dressed in rules and anecdotes, you the sergeant and I the private, training for lifelong battle as a soldier with protruding tissue on the chest, absent a penis and tuned to the spirit. You order me to control my tears, that I let flow as easy as on and off. Tears can get me overlooked, forgotten, misused, abused. You didn't birth a royal princess, weeping and waiting for the prince. God is not moved by tears, except for Sundays, mama. When the spirit kindles flames in your stomach, your arms spread eagle wide toward the sanctuary ceiling, your upper body convulsing, causing you to bend forward by the waist, and tears, so many tears, drag your perfect application of jet black liner and mascara down your face. Hallelujah! Make them fall faster. Mama, you bring the whole church to attention before the man of God can. Loud, unforgiving, teaching your very best lesson. To be a woman is to be a beautiful contradiction at times, a warrior at all times, and a nuclear weapon ready to launch at the harm of her family. I guard you from onlookers who try to giggle or roll their eyes. Your young soldier sitting at attention, neck straight, head forward, chin set at the level of proud. Because even if God is not moved, Mama, we are.
Ooh, listen here. I'm doing that church rock. You ever just see women just be like, my stomach is fluttering. I'm just like so excited. Oh, okay. That was round one. We have 2 rounds. But before we get there, reminder, hi, I'm your host for tonight. Whoop, whoop. I just want to point out a few things. We have some prizes. So I have some questions. So get your fingers ready. If you weren't already, you take your winnings and then you move on and then, you let other people have a chance. So, but before then, I just want to point out a few things. Do you see these women? Earrings, normally that's like not like a big-ish deal, but it's a big deal because we are home and we wanted to show up and be pretty for you. You see these flowers? We're just there, all of that to say, please support these fantastic writers and authors and poets and entrepreneurs. Listen, you need to follow them. So the authors that are here tonight, can you just put your Instagram handle in the chat? Please follow each author that has presented tonight. Support their work, buy a copy. If you already have a copy, buy it for someone else. It's National History Month, for National Women's History Month. So just buy a book for, your mom, your sister, somebody. Support these fantastic writers. So that's what I wanted to say first. And second, we're going to get into some prizes, some questions. So I'm going to ask 2, 3. I have like 5 questions, but we'll see. Okay, now this one is a letter. You have to put in the letter. It's like, when you watch How to Get Away with Murder. No, not that show. If you want to be a millionaire, and it was like A, B, C, D, final answer, right? So make sure you listen and you put just the letter. So the first person, I have some co-hosts there have been helping me. The first person to type this letter in the chat wins a World Stage Press denim cap. And then from there, I'll put my email in the chat and you have to email me your address, your physical address. So what did Sophia have to do all her life? A, comb her hair. B, make grits. C, sleep. D, fight. Now listen, okay, the first person who followed the instructions, see, I see some right answers, but you gotta follow the instructions. So the first person who put in the letter D,
It's Nikki, I think. It's
Is it
Nikki. Nikki Billingsley?
Nikki Billingsley. The correct answer is all my life. I've had to fight. Okay, I don't know. That is what Sophia had to do. Okay, phone, stop. There we go. So congratulations, Nikki Billingsley. Email me your physical address and you will receive a baseball cap World Stage Press merch. Let me put my email in the chat. Boom. Next question. Now this, you do have to type in the whole word and then spell it correctly, because this is, we got to get our names right. Who actually, maybe not coined the phrase, but kind of like is really highly associated with this phrase? And we actually heard it tonight. Who is associated predominantly with this phrase? Ain't I a woman? Go.
Anne Marie. It was Anne. Oh, well, how close do you want the spelling to be? How close are you hoping for? You want perfect?
It has to be perfect.
Gotta be perfect.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a game. I get it's like the fingers are moving. I will give it a pass. The correct answer is Sojourner Truth.
All right, I think that's Anne Marie then.
Please email me your physical address and I will mail you out a baseball cap. Okay, one more question. And then we're gonna get back into round 2. The last question before we get into our next round is, now the authors can't answer this question. Sorry. No, that's giving it away. That's giving it away. That's giving it away. You can't answer it. You can answer it. This is for everyone, but fast. And matter of fact, full name, because not first name, full name. Thank you. Who was the first? Sorry about that. Get it correct. Can I read? Here we go. Who was the first manager of World Stage Press? Go.
Manager of World Stage Press. Come on, let's go, let's go. Full name.
Nope. No, wrong answers. Thanks for love, but wrong. Full name, full name.
Full name.
Wrong. Miss T. is the winner. The first manager of World Stage Press was Nadia Hunter Bay, who was in. So support that work, the restoration of Orange. All right, congratulations. Make sure
I got that one. I got that one. I couldn't swipe fast enough to do the whole name. Nadia, you know I know. You know I know that you was the first. I see you, boo.
Tommy wrote Suge Knight. Tommy Domino put Suge Knight.
I don't see it.
It's at the bottom, towards the bottom of the chat. Oh my God.
Hilarious. I love it. Okay, thanks for participating. We have more questions towards the end of the night. Glad you are having fun. Before we begin, I would like to share a poem and then we'll start it off with V. Kali. And so thanks for thanks for the patience with like the spotlighting and all of that. This should be straight now. We got it together now. So round 2 is gonna be popping. All right, so I will kick it off with a poem. Trying to figure out which one to do. All right, here we go. I've been trying to make my body a home, take up residence in this space, move in, unburden, hang love on my shoulders, drape compassion in my heart, place peace on my mind, blanket grace on my skin. Even trauma has space buried between my legs. I sprinkle sunflower seeds in my womb. This home needs to be furnished. It's been transient housing, undecorated in the event it's time to move, escape. This time around the sun, I'm making this space livable, sweeping out the venomous self-talk, disinfecting the tables in my mind, dusting out youthful mistakes. This day, I will pull back the blinds, let forgiveness pour in. I will sit on the couch of my heart and listen to it. Pick up my arms, wrap them around the door of my soul, fasten my legs to my dreams of my mind and let them run. I will pick up the pieces of my body, secure them to this frame. This time, this house, this body, I will call my own. Thank you. Okay, next up, starting round 2, we have V. Kali.
Okay. Okay, so I haven't done anything from the book, so I'm not sure. How dare you love me like you mean it? Honor in your intention. You bring laughter to my heart, and my cup runneth over and over again. Because of you, I live in a place where the scent of star lilies and white roses renegotiate air. Handle me like, baby, I'm free. Okay, I know I asked Spirit for this. Just didn't know it would be here so soon. A bucket full of brothers got me flashing like railroad crossing. How dare you love me like God sent you? Just 'cause he did. Told you things about me I ain't admitted to myself. Told you so you could help me heal. This is what love looked like on the inside of a spirit who says you mine all the time. Of a God that love you like always ain't never been defined, just is. Don't you know I ain't used to this? But when you open your heart, your eyes will follow and lead you to me every time. How dare you love me like I deserve it? Watch me. Let me.
Mama V, you see my shirt?
What shirt? Oh, 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 I want one. Oh, that's nice. I want one. Watch me. Yeah.
A church mother's hat. Entering the sanctuary blessed and highly favored, an announcement of anointed arrival. Won't he do it? You can see he did. It be State of the Union, matching to the nines, her dress, purse, gloves, stockings, shoes, perfection. A church mother's hat be victory. Announced or not, everyone recognizes the best dress. Pews be transformed into colorful textured collages of straw, felt, velvet, and size. don't forget the size. But not wider than your shoulders or darker than your shoes. There be rules to this. Some bows, most jewels and feathers. There be lots and lots of feathers. Reaching for God's doorstep. It be statement, you can get peppermints or a backhand here. It be crown on queen's head. It be history. Only time Massa allowed her dignity, ownership of her roots. Church hats be remember. They be memory. You ain't got to look like your circumstances. A church mother's hat be miracle, optical illusion, perfectly placed on tip tops or sloping. The relationship between a wig cap and the pins be hashtag relationship goals. Upgraded from flower lace bandanas. A church hat be announcement of newness, not for the easily swayed. You must never let the hat wear you. Church hat be bold. It be silent protest, cause ain't I a woman too? More than accessory, it be shield and battlefield. A church mother's hat has been a guest at the White House, honored in the Smithsonian, hung in slave quarters, worn as declaration of freedom. A church mother's hat be connection to culture. A church mother's hat says, you see me, move out my seat, because I belong right here. Thank you.
Fiddle my strumpet in 4x4 time. He made my ocean flow. At mind's hint, involuntary tidal waves roll me into moments submission. Hand of desire on my throat, striking larynx blind. I can't remember why I should stop, what the ancestor said, or the ache weekends apart bring. Inception born lifetimes ago, we danced in dark corners, wore nothing but moonlight and gratitude. High tide ravished our path home. Hunching in the front seat became altar and manger. We burned for the freedom to taste unscathed, but impatient tongues demand scar tissue. Hearing impaired seashells are just paperweights. Mannequin connection fails to be womb defibrillator. PTSD self-worth amnesiates trespasses. Justice comes with axe in one hand and phallus in the other, serving an extra large portion of retribution. Dark chocolate righteousness that must be cut away before satiated. All tools and techniques at Muse's disposal. Mission whispered into ear, hands and feet raised in prayer. Pools of posterior libations saturate heartstrings. Memories we can't afford to recall. Gestate in Milky Ways we dive into when only skin can pay admittance. Moving violations, we discover fast track to widest void. Newfound confidence is now gatekeeper. Defeat, anxiety's Trojan horse, has gone to pasture, will feed on healing grass fertilized by humility. Eyes open, garments are restored, truth has soaked into our tether, will be our undoing and restoration. I love you guys. I'm so glad we got to do this.
So this time I am going to read from my book, and I'm taking it way back with Woman. I'm not your cherry top lollipop, yo. Big booty ho, yo, drop it like a top. I'm not your bad bitch, boss bitch, top or bottom bitch. I'm not your crutch nor your crane. I'm not your ball and chain. I'm not your, hey, what's your name, baby girl? Not on any day. I'm not your honey dip, brick house, side piece, or dime piece. I'm not your broad, not your ratchet. Step your game up so I can match it. I am a goddess, one that conceived, carried, and pushed you through. Don't get it twisted. Without me, there'd be no you. I am the cradle to your cranium. From my belly to my breast, I am the one. I am your princess, your girl, your lady, your queen. I am that sexy, beautiful human being. I am the woe to your man, the biggest cheerleader to your smallest plan. I am the female in your life. I am your mother, your sister, your daughter, and one day, just maybe, your wife. I am woman. Thank you. Peace.
Woo! Woo! That's throwback.
That's a throwback.
Ooh. I'm gonna drop one from my book too. What? It's titled Believe. A young woman, soft and strong, sits in a chair underneath a shade tree. She hears a song in the wind, a sweet melody, the words reminiscent of her history. She cries softly as the song reaches deep into her buried misery and touches her aching loudly. Her head drapes her shoulder. She longs to be caressed with true love, honesty, and respect. She questions the authenticity of nearly every man she meets. Tired and weary from journeying through their memories, she sighs. Sunlight peeks through the leaves. Its warm tongue whispers, love did not wound you. Love comes to fill you, to heal you, to build and restore you. Wounds can be healed. Now is your time to heal. Now is your time to dream. Do not create a dream from a memory. Memory speaks not of possibility. She raised her face to the sun, inhaled faith, exhaled love. She believed, stood up, opened her wings, and believed.
Let me see what I'm going to read you. Hey, well, since everyone is talking about the book, this is my book, but it's a book of short stories. So I'm not going to read from here because it's very long stories. So I'm going to read you this poem. Last year, I mean, this confinement has me, you know, I've been writing a lot of poetry, and I'm going to get a book. I'm putting a book together that maybe it will be published this year. Okay. So this poem, Girl on a Swing. It is late fall. There will not be berries to see, only me. What you see is not there. I look at you and you look at me as if I were your shadow. I dwell this afternoon in a nature of browns and milk and chocolate colored shades woven into me. For me, it is a season that I can change in an instant by swinging myself or give me a push. Come on, give me a push, and you will see. Winter shades coming white, landing in my skirt. I'm still the spirit of fall. You know, I made love last night over these humid husks. I am not the innocent girl you see. Your eyes are looking at me. Your eyes are looking at me. You framed this. I could fly away from you. But let me tell you a story first. She dreams of herself woven into fields. planted with colored clouds, cloudscapes of red, yellow, and green, black thread. The wind carries her into a spiral, snail shell shapes. There she becomes the heroine of life. She knows she is no memory of other girls on swings hanging in some museum. Unlike girls of a sweet Baroque painting, her eyes are falling logs of earth. No windows of light you want to see. You want to see windows, but no windows of light you want to see. Are you looking around for someone else in this canvas, in this screen? Let me tell you, there is no one in those shadows, except her hanging from a phantasmal tree. She is the real goddess of this frame. She wants to fly far away, walk along rivers, painting herself. But I am here. I am here. I swing into another woman's path, flying along the violet fields that weave me into a new world of hands excavating earthen colors. Can you give me a push? Thank you.
My second piece is also not from my book. This piece is called Swollen. I carried my swollen body with rosy clouded promises like a vow, how my arms would comfort his howling cry, warm his naked skin with the palms of my hands, hold him to my pounding heart to heart, beat, our hearts beat. My body feels beaten and swollen, my whole body swollen. It was cold. I trembled, the fear, the sadness, the broken promises shook free of how it was supposed to be. Released, let go to welcome a new world within my world. Born. His first breath took my breath in, love and love out, each part of me, like a pebble of sand. The crashing wave softly washed over me. I asked for it to take what no longer serves me. It softens me, reveals the edge of my being. I float with stillness to find my grounding in the depths of this new body of water, where the calm and the storms feel like I'm experiencing them for the very first time. But I'm no stranger to this land. So I seek the shoreline of where I've been. 35 years lost, found out. I wasn't prepared to meet the mother in me, a stranger. I like her, I think. Uncertain, drowning with insecurity, the mystery of his being keeps her afloat. Who are you? She asks with a sense of comfort, like he is someone she's always known. She laughs because, well, they just met. This sense of wonder grows as he grows. Her sense of self grows as a mother. I don't wish to define him. I wish to guide him, shed light so he's aware of the road ahead. Allow him to choose and discover, unfold the layers of our world, his world, as he's ready. I'm always here. With rosy, clouded promises, I write and speak of arms to comfort him, words to warm his naked heart, and palms to hold his hand. Our hearts beat still. My body still swollen with a mother's love. Thank you.
I wanted to piggyback off the grief theme. I wrote this piece early on in the quarantine when I found out that a family member of mine registered a star in my amama, my grandmother's name, in honor of her passing. My family names a star from my amama, and I watch its light sputter, like a fish gasping for one last chance to sink back into this life. And who wouldn't want again the sticky summers of Palanguri games with grandchildren, or cups of too milky tea at dawn, to wake in the quiet hours of a sleeping house, hum prayers over incense smoke, scramble eggs into akuri for a son and daughter, to breathe deeply again. Most astronomers will tell me my Amama's star is just as gone as she is. I pick at my grief when I want to remember it was once its own celestial body, brown-skinned and soft-gutted and alive. Yes, the star is dead. I know the physics of all these fragile things, but let me hold whatever is left behind. Let me have this prayer every night until it is my time. Let me look up into this one last glimmer of light. Thank you.
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Okay. Look, don't sleep on me. I don't spit words haphazardly. I cast incantations with every utterance. I am a poet, but I am also a storyteller. The ability to unravel a tale has a long history amongst the folks in my family. An oracle tongue gifted to me through feminine ancestry. See, when I speak, my cadence may grab your attention, but make no mistake. My words will weave a spell. I am magical. I speak with purpose. Hoodoo and voodoo and every word, each syllable holds a power in its simplicity, pitch perfect to the ears it was meant to reach. I can be life-changing, so don't sleep on me. I don't spit words haphazardly. I cast incantations with every utterance. And fortunately, for you, for this world, for this time, I choose my words carefully, at least for now. Thank you.
That was fast. Thank you, Cookie. So, she, woman strong, bending and curving around divorces and disappointments, chastising your ignorance with a sweet country smile. She deconstruct you in her garden of hydrangeas, plant you in ceremonial soil she brought back from trips to Africa. Grow you up into yourself, grow you up to be capable of taking care of a woman like her. She, Mzee, presenting you with her Ntwama, her Kente, her legacy. Folded wisdom of lost loves, world travels, inappropriate jokes, with the secrets for navigating Western world. Folded, hidden in the seams. She coded instructions for survival in sarcastic quips, looking straight through you. Sister friend, she let you in secret door to leaf through the pages of her life to find your way illuminated by her insistence that you step up and be great. Step up and do what Black women do. Step up and do it. Get it done with style and grace. She birthed the next generation of spiritual warriors. Her eternal image, a smile that invokes joy, eyes that see the unseen, a nimbus of white hair emanating from her crown chakra. She will take her place on the altar, her power exponentially magnified in the ancestral realm. How beautiful to behold and wonderful to witness, says Isis. Sacred Mother, when you ascend in the heavens with your power upon you, your awe around you, and your words of power at your feet, you are helped by Ra, the perfecter. Just as he always does, the exalted ones of heaven are brought to you, of earth are assembled for you. They place their hands under you and make a ladder for you so that you may ascend on it to the heavens. Peace. Thank you.
Dare I call it black magic when a black man is the source of a black boy's smile? Coco sisters, what other words can I use to sum up the juice, the mojo, the essence, the power of the love a chocolate man can give to you? There's something about getting love from your own, something about getting love from home. Sure, even Jesus wasn't accepted in his own land. But should you ask, black man, yes, I will take your hand, lead you to elevation suitable for kings, dress you in the finest linens of golden shining things, transform to fit your seed and birth your future queens, edify your wisdom to your brothers and sons. Thank God with every moon that you walk under every sun, fight for your life until the war is won, and love you even after the loving's done. Dare I call it black magic, how you fight for your daughters and mothers. Coco brothers, what do you call it? That good shit, that fire, that oomph, that power that makes a good woman dance a two-step jig. There's something about loving your own, something about loving at home. Sure, there are some ne'er-do-rights, but since you asked, sons of light, let me tell you what I like. The majesty crowned on your tongue when you speak with the power of life to me, how the depth of your loyalty to truth mirrors the expanse of galaxies. When you value the life of your people enough to take the life of the opposing things, how when you choose femininity of the brown variety and lift my soul to skies beyond the stars, the way our spirits entwine in passion and ecstasy, wholeness and respect is never far. That as holder and protector of my heart, you lift me up to God and set me apart. Dare I call my black man a unicorn? You appear only to those who believe in you. Brown man, black man, man made from every color one could perceive, whether or not you ask, I do.
Mhm.
You're on mute. Unmute yourself, Sabrina.
I apologize for that. Peace. I stand in my authentic space where lies my true self. I rise with truth, profound, unyielding, unique, an element of transition. I shall not dismiss who I am or what I will come to be. I refuse to be a passenger on my own vessel, a spiritual voyage of self-revision. Evolution is a sign of life lacking internal growth is akin to death. Nothing alive remains the same. I must resist the transfer of negative energies that surround me. Haters will scorn you for being on your own private crossing. Allow the process of elimination. Accept that we can't take everyone on our passage. We will look back and they will be gone, only to be replaced by something better. I will never allow anyone to dictate who I am or should be, in contrary to whom I be. One begins a new rising. Once it's realized, we can no longer remain where we are. I shall revel in my new skin and shine. Ashe.
Woo! Supreme!
All right, peace, y'all. I'm back. It's Reikiel, 3 syllables, 7 letters. I'm reading from my book today, Forever Evolve, but I am altering one of these poems because I thought it would be fitting to read it this way. You soothsayer, who augurs offspring's future from your divine within, are you woman enough to be an effulgent thaumaturgy, using womb power to descend ancestors for Sankofa's sake? Have you ever been touched so intimately by innocence becoming your ballast? Can you handle the call of being perfection's inspiration? Are you woman enough to cut off the connection you labored so intensely to create, to maintain life outside the womb? So difficult the task of explaining to your little that it's time to let go. Woman, there's levels to this. You accepted the role, now to take on the challenges, breaking bonds to encourage growth for the push to independence, woman enough to deny the sufferance of the solipsistic being you cradle to your bosom, woman enough to winnow motherly behavior from womanly duties. What was once a vainglorious honor has betrayed you to become that which haunts you like the monster lurking behind you. The Brobdingnagian assignment of transforming screams to silence, they can never subrogate you, but this society will accommodate you for doing what you were fashioned to. So now the time has come, but are you woman enough? Thank you.
I will teach my daughter to love her skin and her soul down to the bones. I will show her by loving myself and other women without judgment or jealousy. I will show her what it means to root for others as much as you root for your own family's name. She will learn words of encouragement and sprinkle or shower them onto the passerby in need of a heart lift. She will have all the ingredients of her Taiwanese roots, a combination of my propensity towards a Southern Californian hot asphalt summer with the cool breeze of the Pacific, beautifully woven together with her daddy's love of weeping willows, Forsyth Park, family potlucks, and humid air. She will know Savannah like she will know the San Gabriel Valley. She will taste every seasoning of a crawfish broil and every sauce included in a Taiwanese hot pot dinner during the Christmas season. She will define for herself what it means to be our child, the product of two lineages that collided like ocean waves to create a beautiful surf for her to ride. She has choice and autonomy until the sun stops rising because she is free to be whoever she desires to be. She will wear love as a shield against the world's desperate need to define and categorize her by sexuality, religion, and race. She will be bruised still because she is made of softness and flesh, but the pain of being human is not a sin. It is what gives way for grace. She won't stay on the ground because her parents and grandparents will be shining above, showing her how to rise above. She will be all this and so much more. I dare not predict her in her entirety because I will only fall short.
In Calabama, they eat wolves for dinner. They mix rainbows with nicotine and call the sky addiction. They chase these bodies and snatch. They soul rain down fire with poison to download like technology, computerized monopoly. They took our humanity and made codes. Snapped us down by the bit to make the mold, and we stand here, sit here, containing it, keeping hold, gripped in our beliefs about desire and gold, but we're sunken. Or maybe just lost. A little bit of both, trying to keep our grounding, keep a little more humanity in our souls, keep walking forward, feet planted on the earth, in the soil, with the magic, the melanin, the sun that it bestows. Stand tall and walk like gods, blessed us to know that we are human. We have power, brilliantly controlled. The minds matter. No one ever said the sun matters. No one dare qualify God in arrogance. How dare we spit at the maker? How dare we spit, makers of chaos and fire, children of mayhem, and we unfold. Thank you.
Hot damn.
Is Yellow Woman still here?
I don't see her, no.
Oh, in the waiting room. There we go. There we go.
Woo, crisis averted.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, y'all, can you hear me?
We got you. Oh, wait, you muted yourself.
I'm sorry, you guys can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. The title of this poem is A Mouthful. They asked me to tell a story, told me to stand on a mountain, proclaim my Jesus, my God, Black or woman, fair or broken. These streets got blood in them and they want answers. And me, all mixed up, all gumbo and freckled face, vanilla extract trapped in the corners of my mouth. What could I possibly know about pain? After all, my skin ain't onyx. My hair ain't no fist in the sky, ain't had no dog or cop on my back. My throat, I never feel that uncomfortable, that level of tired, that kind of proud. I couldn't know what heartbreak was if I tried, but they asked me to tell a story, told me to address the demon in the room, the mirror he holds, how all the little nothings morph into big somethings. There is a riot happening on my skin, about our skin, how I've had to hide from myself, ask permission for my hips to move, apologize if they broke your silence. I am tired of not fitting the mold. More upset that I have yet to realize just how much I have broken it. This little girl still wants to know why you don't want to play with her and why she can't sit with you, why she will never be dark enough for you to understand her blues. But they asked me to tell a story, asked to borrow my eyes in a world of injustice, want to know if my veins run blue, if they drip red when cut or shot, told me to stop blinking so damn fast. I'm sorry, it's just dirt in my eyes, it's just God in my cries. Tell me if you can breathe yet. If your body too hurts from bending and the fighting, can't you see my fist in the sky? These roots stretch all the way to Cameroon and back to the bayou. Ain't it a hurricane named after me? I think my blues is as onyx as the night under the moon. I think my joy is as yellow as the light of the sun. Tell me you see me. Even with my own eyes, tell me you see me. I'm trying to tell you a story about a woman too wide for the jaws of society, too everything for the table of plenty. Where is the truth when it is one-sided, my-sided, blindsided by the rejection from my home, the discrimination from my own? Why is love black and white? Why isn't the answers good enough when they are there in black and white or in color on TV? Why are we pretending that this is news? How can I teach my daughter that her blues can burn as red as the river? Will she share my same pains? Could she dare to be seen for the black she be? Would her pain be something that is all too familiar? Nothing familiar like love, like justice, like God. Thank you.
Amazing. Love it, love it. Domestic clock app. Good morning from Domestic Clock app. Today you have 3 love matches. You are ovulating. Oh, and you need to schedule a wax. Career notification, you have not blown up yet. Time is ticking. You want to be successful before entering a relationship and having a baby. Social media alert, Lisa, Deidre, and Pat have all updated life events, an engagement, natural birth, and extensive travel with new beau. You haven't posted in 3 weeks. Cooking log, you have ordered out 4 times this week. Your cooking meter shows this as a high probability of you not securing a man when you marry, a sure way to divorce. Good morning from Domestic Clock app. Today you are married. This is not a fertile day, but remember, at 35 years old and wanting to be pregnant, you have a high risk. Doctor's note, you have fibroids and your uterus is tilted. Just another thing to think about. Have a great day. Sex tip. It's your responsibility to get him excited for sex. Make sure when you come home from work, you put on that new lingerie that you got for $79.99. Health update. You have gained 5 pounds. That lingerie you bought will now give you a Murphy that may split you in 2. Here's a tip. Suck in your stomach when he first sees you. Then pray he takes it off quickly. Cooking log. Oh, and don't forget to cook tonight. You're in the danger zone. Good morning from Domestic Clock app. Don't forget to smile. No one likes a sour patched-faced woman. Remove no from your vocabulary. You don't want to be mean. What's up with your career? Time is ticking, and your uterus is too. Today you are still not pregnant. Are you even ovulating? Are you a woman? Are you trying hard enough? Are you taking this serious? I'm trying to help you, girl. Are you watching the clock? The clock is ticking, ticking out of time. Are you even listening? Are you even worth loving? Are you sure you want to delete this app? Yes.
Let's give everyone some love.
Wow. Great job, ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Fire.
Fire.
Mhm.
Bravo,
Yay, yay.
bravo.
So the Spectre left. Amazing.
This was great.
Women of World Stage Press. If you have not already clicked on those links that I put in the chat throughout their performances, please support. Please support. Your support means everything to us. And I just want to say thank you for even coming out right now. Like even the participation view is like really high for a Friday night during all of this stuff that's going on. I'm pretty sure you've been Zooming all day, all week, you know, that kind of thing. So I just want to thank you for spending more time on Zoom with us.